Are you sick of hearing the same old sound on the radio? Introducing Loudup.com. Loudup is an online music community where music fans can find fresh new music to listen to and love, and also where unsigned bands and artists can promote their music to our engaged fan base. Are you a fan of good music? Do you get a kick out of discovering new bands? Loudup has hundreds of up-and-coming artists in a variety of genres. Discover new music that hasn't hit the mainstream yet, and find unique bands specific to your taste. Loudup also lets you find gigs in your local area showcasing local talent. Are you an artist or band? Would you like more exposure? Sign up to Loudup for free and have us generate buzz for you. Increase your fan base and connect with industry professionals. Discover new, unique music or take your band to the next level with Loudup.com.
Good day, fellow things. Killogic from the Killogic Effect. You can find us lurking around all your favorite social media networks. You can also find us live streaming music 24/7 on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube, and other such various type places. If you'd like to be a part of the Killogic Effect, you can send your music and or press kits to the killogiceffect@gmail.com. Now, today we are here with Loudup Music Social Network. Loudup is a global music social network connecting independent artists to music enthusiasts. As you can see, they have their own track of the week, charts. We'll get into this in a minute. Now, basically what Loudup does in a nutshell is it takes all these people, fans, artists, producers, record labels, songwriters, venues, promoters, managers, recording studios, all of that, and throws them all in a big pot that's all nice and organized and sectioned off. They take a nice minimalistic approach, but it's very clean and very it's got everything it needs. I mean, obviously, anything, there's always room for improvement, but as far as the layout and stuff like that goes, I think they've done a pretty good job so far. Let's take a look here. First off, let's go to artists and bands. As you can see, they got, like I said, it's instead of having a more of a opened up, they have a nice stacked sectioned off layout. Now we'll go to this lovely lady, MA. She's got 33 decibels. Now this is her rating. This is a factor of people that have turned her up and activity. She's got 8 pieces of music, 6 videos, and 22 people are plugged in, meaning there's 22 people directly plugged into her account, and that anything that she does for activity or whatever, they will be notified. We'll go in. As you can see, they got it set up pretty good, pretty bio style, opened right up. You got our music, which I don't want to get in trouble, so but yes, as you can see, now you got the turn me up, which is their version of basically a like button. There is no dislike, none of that type of points or anything. It's it's pretty much based on direct activity. So it really takes out a lot of the ability to sabotage or create any of these type of little groups of people that kind of taint sites like these. It does kind of stifle that a little bit with just that setup alone. Now, of course, we get the Watch Me, which they link up pretty seamlessly with Vivo and YouTube, as you can see. The See Me is where you would put gigs, events, anything, anything where upcoming, I would believe, also like live streams and stuff like that. And of course, Buy Me is, merch, which they link right up with iTunes and Bandcamp, and you see here Spotify. I'm not sure how many others they link up with, and as you can see here, you can write directly to her. Now let's see here, we'll go to the activity feed. Now that's basically what's been going on, and as you can see, very minimalistic, just bam. As you can see, Killogic, there we are. Yeah, Killogic. The Killogic Effect is a syndicated radio show that features independent artists from all around the world and beyond. Of course, we haven't been here long. One thing, it's another one of those sites that links up and integrates with Twitter. Depending on how you feel about Twitter or not, it's a very useful tool for bands and musicians and all that. It can be. Obviously, we have nothing, in these. Come say hi. We are plugged into three bands, of which I actually play on the radio that have sent me music. Pretty good bands. Just check them out. Evil Engine, The Dirty Habits, and Core. Or Core. Now you can't obviously plug into yourself, or there is also private messaging. So that is, messaging within the world of Loudup, that is. Now, here we go with what's trending. Now these people are actively, there's things going on. You can obviously press play, give everything a listen. I'm not going to for obvious reasons. The trending video. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I think sometimes the like if you're gonna do the activity feed, I guess it's purposely minimalistic, but if it's, it just seems like this is something that would be a little bit more, pronounced. But that's just personal preference. Again, with trending, get their charts. Sponsored now. I believe this is just like it sounds. You can, this is a, sponsored, person paying for their, add for guitar lessons and such. Announcements. Hasn't been much for announcements in the past few years. Here we go with discover new music. This guitar tricks, I don't know what that is. Is kind of their front page again with what's trending and what they have put in the forefront. Which again, I think this layout is good for. I think it does bands good because it's a way to get, if you use it correctly, it can be a way to get some quick information out about yourself. It really, it helps people find down, get a finer point, and because they do have, filters and everything in here for searching. Now they have obviously their own blog, which I found they had some pretty decent articles. Depending on what you're into. And again, the layout very clean, very, in my opinion, very, very nice layout. Not a whole bunch of stuff going on. They've really just sectioned kind of everything off. Everything kind of its own thing. Now, this is where stuff starts getting interesting. They have taken it upon themselves to put a lot of information that, and I won't put another site down or anything. And I do want to give a quick shout out to my peeps that commented on the last review I did of a site like this. Drooble will have the links provided, but a ton of information that you guys really helped out. It was real enlightening. Definitely thanks again for all the comments and opinions and everything. Very helpful. Thank you. Now again, they've put this information that in other sites it's like they make you kind of work for, and they don't do that here. They kind of really put everything right in the forefront for you, and some really helpful things. Now, for you people that are either just getting started and trying to get your music out there and trying to create a network and a thing, and even for you people that have been in it for a lifetime, there's some, you can even use this as a checklist or a to-do list, or where are my strengths and where are my weaknesses, and should I do a mailing list, and how would I go about that? What's a good some ideas for creating a music video, helpful hints like that. I think it's just really cool that they've put a lot of stuff right out here that other sites can kind of make you kind of have to earn. And if you're really here to help music creators and stuff flourish, then you want to try to put as much information for them as you can, that in a helpful way and manner, in my opinion. Now, this right here is really interesting. Recommended links. Now, we gotta, I like this, your band is a virus. Working in the music industry. I don't know either of these books, but they're up on their thing to check out. Now, this stuff right here is pretty cool. Right here we have Spin Up. Now, some of these could take a video on their own to go through, because there's so much stuff to that's connected with this, but it really helps you get like your music out there and marketed, and like right here there's like news, all sorts of just helpful hints. Just right here on this first page is all sorts of cool information, not to mention they got the whole apps and everything like that. What else we got here? Release your music globally. Get your music heard by Universal Music. After releasing from Spin Up, Global was signed to Universal Music, receiving worldwide label support for her debut EP. Nice. So like I said, this could be a video on its own, but this is all part. This isn't anything that's special or anything like that. This is all right here for your, right for you to have and sign up and be a part of. Right here, PRS for your music. Now, this is especially now, right now, I don't know, for us in America, there was just a new law signed in that kind of updates the way royalties work for a digital era. And so a few people that have music out there, some of these places like Spotify or whatever, as good as those sites might be for at one hand getting your music out there, on another hand they're not really paying artists as fairly as they could be, we'll say. So this is cool. This sets you right up with the whole airplay thing. Now, I can't personally speak to this site. It's been here for 9 years. I have heard about it and been linked to it several times. It's, again, even if you didn't use these things directly, there is so much rabbit hole type stuff going on, that and leapfrogging and information and ideas, that it's already quite the wealth of information. Now, what else do we got here? Oh, we got we did radio airplay. Introducing BBC. Now, wow. Again, this could be a whole video on its own. I mean, the BBC, it's the BBC. But for real, linking you up and giving you opportunities to get your music even two hands, in the BBC or whatever, that's pretty cool. And again, just the wealth of information that is, provided right off rip, even if you didn't use any of this. Now, they have I've seen a lot of bands use this for tickets, Eventbrite. Now, what was another one? Oh, now this, another tool that was right in the Loudup page, on the Loudup platform. This is Mike. Now, it's not this guy, but this is an app. Take charge of your music career with a little help from Mike. Set your goals and track your progress. Organize your workload and increase your productivity. Manage your budget and spending. Keep track of your upcoming events. Basically, in reading through all this, you can pause it if you want to read that. This is basically an application that works like a manager. It really helps you think of the things and all the micromanagement that a manager does, and all the things that we kind of don't think about as people creating anything. You get busy with creating, and not everybody's a businessman, not everybody's a even fluent in any of those types of things, and it's all very overwhelming. So having access to stuff like that, and like I said, those are videos on their own. I can't speak for the app personally. Just the fact that there is something like that there, I would hope that gives you an idea. Maybe something like that could help you. And like I said, that's all these videos are for, is just a summary to look over what these sites are, and what they provide, and what they can do. Now, really quick, all of them are very stacked up. You can link up with other fans. You can, it tells you a little bit about their stats. These people got some music up. They're plugged in to a few people. You can see who they're plugged into. Let's see. We already did artists, producers. Again, all very minimalistic, just stacked up. So my suggestions coming into this, one of them, when you sign up, be very sure that all of your information is correct, and make sure it knows that you are either a creator or a fan, or whatever the list provides. Make sure you get that right, because changing it afterwards can be a real pain in the butt. So just a fair warning. Make sure when you start, you get your information correct, and your at whatever will not display like at the full thing. So like you saw how I had at Killogic, because it won't display at the Killogic. It just, that's about, it doesn't display a whole lot of letters. So all that being said, make sure your stuff, like your picture, is something that's going to grab people's attention, or and give them some info, because you see how the layout is. So you want to try to give as much info as you can to, obviously to grab people's attention with the little amount that they give you here. It isn't like a Facebook layout or any of those types of things. Now, every one of these we could go through, but every one of them is the same. They're all stacked up on top of each other. They all have their specs. You can sort it by the way it comes. I'm new and haven't been tooling around inside the platform as much, so I don't believe the filters are working as well for me. So I'm not sure, but the filters weren't as helpful, I'll say, as I thought they would be, with what they kind of ask you for to fine tune it. But again, that could just be me. I'm just new to the platform, giving it a rundown and an overview. My personal opinion of this site is that it has a lot of information and a lot of useful tools, and I will say lily pads for people to leap from and to work off of. I think the feature of being able to link with an artist directly is very nice, and the way that they've kind of kept it very minimalistic in that way. There's really no need for a dislike button. There's really no need, because if you don't like it, just move on. And there's really no point system. Really, it's more of a ranking system by direct action. From what I can see, the ranking is a direct result of people reacting positively or clicking on these songs and artists and such. So with all that being said, I think that's this is a very good site, and it's very helpful in my opinion. I think, again, it's a very good stepping stone. Very helpful for a beginner because of all the information that it has, and it's very helpful to link you up maybe in your area with artists, venues, and such. Again, I can't speak to how populated it is per capita and all that per area, but it gives you other avenues and other directions and other ways to look, and I think that's always a good thing. So I guess in a corny way, Loudup gets a thumbs up. So if you want to start an account, you can come find us. We are right here, the Killogic Effect, and you can always find us in the outside world or outside of Loudup. Other than that, if you like what you see here, like, comment, subscribe, and look forward to more videos like this. Thank you. Have a great day.